All of my beautiful earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. This is our little energy check-in. If you are new here, my name is Marisa and I am Venus Goddess 111. I'm your new favorite tarot astro chick. And let's go ahead and get into it, my loves. If you've never received a personal reading from me or you're new here, I pre-pull cards and then we go ahead and ground them down into the physical. So I have a pre-pulled spread here, but we're gonna go ahead and ground it into something more meaningful and deep with you, my loves. And no further ado, let's get into it. We start with your past energy. Give me so I love it. Since we're getting into the earth energy, I just love how Virgo energy is coming through strongly right here, okay? Let's see. Yeah, Virgo energy is here, my loves, but I feel like you're all here. Okay, let's get into it. When it comes to your past energy, Spirit was asking you guys to really get out of isolation. I think you guys over-isolated yourselves in the past. You're possibly still over-isolating yourselves now. I'm not going to lie. I feel it very deeply. I'm just sensing that you guys are really choosing to be with yourselves versus other people. I also feel like you guys are learning how to call in a better friendship, better community. I'm getting Spirit's letting me know. At one point, you guys really did surround yourselves around people that you didn't see them for themselves. I think that's why we have the moon here. When we have the moon here, this is Pisces energy. This is deceiving energy. I'm not saying Pisces is deceiving, but I'm saying you never really know what you're getting when you're dealing with the Piscean energy, because they're the two fish. They're the koi fish, okay? So you chose to say, you know what? I don't know who I'm around. I don't know what I'm dealing with. So I'm going to go ahead and remove myself from what I cannot truly see. But Spirit is also telling me, you know, like, while they couldn't see everything, I also feel like you might have overlooked good intention also. Not everyone is here to do you harm, my loves. But I totally understand that you're in a very protective energy for yourselves, especially when it comes to the past. I also feel like Spirit rewarded you guys because you really were able to pull yourselves away from situations and people that were just harming you. With the Ace of Wands here, you guys either gifted something to yourselves, you went into isolation, you saved and you gifted yourselves either new vehicles, something physical, new home, something beautiful, something you didn't even think you're capable of. Even if I also just am getting like sobriety. They're letting me know sobriety. This formed in something physical, something you did at one point. You didn't even think this part of you was attainable, okay? Wow, I'm channeling so good right now. It's making me happy. Okay, so let's go ahead and clarify the past energy for my earth signs. You guys could have had to remove yourselves from a Pisces, or there's a Pisces that's just like, you're like, I gotta get away, or that Piscean energy where you're like, I don't know. For some of you, you really did have to move away and isolate from a Pisces person. Clarify the past energy for my earth signs. Page of Pentacles. You needed to isolate yourself so you could really see a different version of yourselves that's creative, that is abundant internally, which is being reflected to you externally, which is why we have this Ace of Wands, treating yourself so good that your external life just started flourishing. Judgment. Spirit is super with you. I also feel like Spirit gifted you this, or assisted you in gifting this yourself. We all do understand that we co-create our realities, of course. If you don't, there's nothing that we do on our own. Everything is a co-creation with Spirit. So there's nothing that you do that you're absolutely doing alone. And simultaneously, that also means you're never alone, even when you think you are. You're not getting through things alone. You're not earning things alone. You're never truly alone. You have literally so many ancestors and spirit guides that are with you and giving you that intuitive nudge to go this way or that way. Clarify the past one more time for me, please. Just one more card for the past. Temperance. Your past required a lot of patience, isolation, and internal healing. And I feel like what Spirit is saying now is like, okay, it's you can learn how to trust yourselves now. You can bring yourself out of so much isolation, and you can test everything that you've worked on. Okay? That's what we have for the past energy. For the present energy, we have the Emperor in reverse, we have the 10 of Swords, and we have the 6 of Pentacles. So you're definitely getting through a tough cycle. I also feel like it has to do strongly with stability, but also within relationships. So when it comes to your past energy, it could feel like you had to release a way of income. I'm so sorry. I'm like not focusing on the screen to get the cards in the way. I'm sorry. It's just total channeling. But hopefully you can see the cards now. And regardless, I hope I set the attention that you're fully receiving your message. When it comes to your past energy, you're still getting through. I feel like a lot of you had to switch up your career paths. Reevaluating relationships, having boundaries. Maybe your past career path didn't allow you to have a true boundary. It overstepped your boundaries, I'm getting. It hurt you to have to walk away from this situation. But with the Emperor in reverse, I'm not getting that you're unstable. I'm getting that you're working on such a strong stability right now, even if it doesn't feel like it materially. I also feel like some of you are having to work through father wounds. A lot of backstabbing. I think you're getting through this. But you could also, with Venus going in retrograde, my loves, we're going to be, this, whatever you just got through is going to tempt you, okay? You're going to be tempted for your relationships to overcross your boundaries. If you're someone who is going through addiction, if you fought through addiction in the past, just know that this is going to come through again in your present, and that, so it's okay if you're judging yourself. Spirit is saying, like, don't judge yourself over it, because I feel like a lot of you are wanting to view yourselves as unstable, but that's not what I'm getting here at all. Like, you're not, that's not it. You're being tested and tempted, but we all get tested and tempted. That doesn't mean that we're not getting through these cycles. The 10 of Swords is here for a reason, because it's like Spirit is like, hey, I know you're feeling unstable, but you've been through this. You passed this test. You know you're not going to let people cross your boundaries. You know you're not going to cross your own boundaries and go back to who you were. Let's clarify the present energy, please. Yeah, we have a new cycle coming in for you guys. Some of you can also have fixed placements, also being Taurus. You know, obviously Taurus is an earth sign, but you can be a Taurus or have Taurus in your big three: Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. These could have been the energies that you're needing to work these boundaries with. Release anxiety, my loves. I feel like some of you are just over-judging yourselves. Like you're not taking into account the amount of growth you've gone through. Queen of Cups, your intuition is so on point. Please, please continue following the nudges, okay? Please, because they matter. But you're getting through it. You're really working on your physical appearance and your health right now. And I love that for you guys. So don't question your intuition. You've made the right choices to get exactly where you are right now. If you're being tempted with temptation, you're going to get through this. You're not a bad person for feeling the temptation, because I feel like some of you are judging yourselves like, oh my God, why am I getting temptations come just like feelings do, okay? And we and that is what we got for the present energy. Let's get into your future energy. Future energy, you're going to fight through all of these feelings. There's something really strong you're wanting to work through. I also feel like you guys are going to be working more on your emotions, because earth signs are here to understand that not everything needs to be done with hard physical work or labor. In fact, we call in most of our blessings through the quantum field, which is our subconscious mind, and really learning ourselves internally. And for some reason, my lovely earth signs love to think, well, if I just work hard, we can do this. And it's like, no, my loves, try meditation. Try just giving yourselves morning affirmations and calling in everything that you love and that you desire. Practice just saying you're worthy and that you're a magnet to everything that you desire. You also need to understand you've gone through so many milestones. You guys just are not giving yourselves enough credit for what you do and what you've done. Take time to rest and really reevaluate the person that you were in the beginning. You know you're not the same person. You know you felt like you've gone through maybe 10, 15, 20 rebirths and you've never given up. Some have gotten harder to get through, but you've never given up. Let's clarify the future energy, please. Some of you are needing more rest. Stop delaying rest. Rest is part of the ritual. Rest is part of the attraction of your blessings. I mean, just like our bodies, like when you go and work out in the gym, our muscle development depends on sleep. Spirit is with you. There's nothing to worry about. Some of you are really healing family wounds. Some of you are really needing to understand you're meant to heal with family. It's a part of your soul contracts. While we're on this topic, I'm going to talk about it now. Your initial soul ties, and I hate that word because people have really ran with that, because you're not tied to anything. You have the free will to not heal with your lineage. You have the right to not fulfill your missions. You have the right to, right? You don't have to do any of this. But we do have soul contracts that we came into this lifetime that we signed and we promised that we would get done. And it's important to know that your first soul contracts are your family. So even when it feels like we just can't, it's not true. You can. You just need to dig deep within yourselves to learn how to heal and forgive and move forward. Forgive people who don't want to see this new version of you. Forgive people for not being able to see you fully, because you see you fully. Strength. You have so much strength. It took so much strength to get where you're at right now. And you have so much more strength to get through this. And you will. If it feels like a lot is on your plate, just know that Spirit knew you were the one to get it done. If a lot is on your shoulders, a lot is expected of you and your family. No one was going to do it better than you. I'm talking to someone very specific. Some of you have given up on your families, or you're just so self-absorbed, and it's like, no, dude, like, you need to focus on your family. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the blockage here. Spirit, is your blockage here is competitiveness, and also just not wanting to understand that, like, I feel like a lot of you fight little intuitive nudges, or you overthink them, which is like resisting them. Because I'm showing like Spirit is like, we trumpet to have something go this way, and then there they are competing and wanting to do the complete opposite. The competition is such an illusion. There's no such thing. No one can be you. No one can replace you. No one can do things the way you do things. There's only one you. And there's enough space and room for everyone to be themselves. Please clarify the blockage. If this message resonated, please follow me on TikTok and Instagram at VenusGoddess111. You can just DM me to book a reading. For some of you, really just needing to focus on self-love with the Lovers card in reverse here. Something's coming in quick. I'm hearing like you need to be making a decision soon that you're not going to be able to resist. So fight the resistance and follow the intuitive nudges. Yeah. Okay, let's move on. What is the headspace for my earth signs? Headspace for my earth signs that are going to be hearing this reading, that were called to this reading. What is the headspace? Fantasies wanted to come out. Someone's having fantasies of you, or you're having fantasies of someone, and can't let this go came out in reverse, because regardless of whether someone can let this go or not, it needs to be let go. So again, resistance, exactly, mixed feelings, not truly knowing what you want. I feel like this is you and whoever this is, wish fulfillment. I'm also getting like that would never be your wish fulfillment, because you deserve so much more. One more. Just one more, please. Stress and anxiety. I feel like whatever this is caused you more stress and anxiety over wish fulfillment. I also feel like you not really being able to truly understand what you want causes you stress and anxiety. So how can you work on that? And I'm going to go ahead and close this out with the Energy Oracle. Thank you guys so much for listening. What do we have for my earth signs? What do we have for my earth signs? Cool, we got 2 cards. We have the 4th chakra, Archangel Raphael, which is the heart chakra. Oh, and then we have the Angel of Love. You guys really do need to work on opening your heart chakras and being more accepting of love and open to love. More for yourselves. Because I feel like some of you just really judge the heck out of yourselves. Yeah, we have broken hearts. It doesn't matter what you've been through in the past. You're worthy of love, and it's not always going to be the same, because you should be elevating and learning your lesson. So just because one bad apple, like that last bad apple shouldn't be the next, like your next apple shouldn't be bad, because then, and say it is, right? Let's say it is a bad apple. Are you constantly choosing bad apples because your taste is bad apples? Because we only keep attracting the same thing when we're not elevating in frequency, my loves. So I'm going to leave that with you guys to think about. Thank you so much for listening to this reading, and until next time.